We have the blue Isengard player Ave versus the red Goblin player ROTWK. ROTWK has the chance to lose one game and we can go for a deciding game, or he doesn't lose a game at all and he wins and we, you know, get Lord have mercy, we get straight to the finals. And ROTWK will have to wait for his opponent, who's gonna be either Mr. Smog, Sauron, or King Mustafa. And in about an hour from now, we will also have the games between Mustafa and Sauron. Sauron is of course one of the best players of the game, so he's gonna be the favorite player, but Mustafa also knows what's up. I mean, this matchup should be favoring the Goblin faction in my opinion, especially on a map like this. You can literally outspam the Isengard faction. Isengard has to make sure to get to the mid-game power spike, in which you can unlock the Devastation, for example, to get a bit more money. Because in order to keep with the speed of spam of the Goblin faction, you need money. Remember, the Uruks, they are very expensive. However, you have the chance to also open with a Vork, you know, Vork pack from the Vork pit, or you can even go for the Wildmen of Dunland, which is a very proper choice against the Goblin spam. Wildmen are a bit more expensive, but they are a bit stronger also in comparison to the Goblins. You were a chatter back then, what happened? Alright, so we will have Vork pit opening actually into the Vork packs. Vork packs are definitely great when it comes to early harassment. Hey Zero High, welcome. Glad to see you around, my friend. Oh, Zero High, you missed, I mean, did you actually watch the games before in the earlier stream? I didn't see you in the chat. And we have a furnace, we have a Vork pit and a Uruk pit coming up at the same time. Can he even see me? Maybe not. Goblin cave into the second Goblin cave. The goblins are leading forward. Nice. Okay. The builder. Look at this beautiful builder, good guys. If he puts the profile picture on Tinder, holy guacamole, you know, he's gonna get the chance to hit like a track multiple times. Alright, look at them, you know, these goblins. I thought that so, but he apparently can play again. Common Pro enabled. Alright, that's a great harassment, by the way. The Vork packs, he's not recruiting any Vork packs at all. Like, he's going for the Vork Riders immediately. And he was not hoping for such a big push at the beginning of the game. It's like a gamble situation if you don't recruit units early game. You know, on this map you have like plenty of options, and one of them is being to spam resource buildings, you know. But sometimes this can be punished big time. I come to see Abu flaming or creating drama. Where is he? He's here. The blue Isengard player, Bambi. Uh-oh, the builder should be getting in safety, no problem, alright? He's pressing S, getting poisoned a little bit. Crossbowmen are here to defend. He's gonna get the wall hub and just fine. Just fine. Okay, Vork Riders are a pretty good counter to the Goblin spam. Because in order to counter that, he needs our Fissure, you know, for the half-throw pikemen. And that's gonna be also his plan. One trample to rule them all. I mean, he's poisoning them a little bit, but it's, I mean, they are no match, right? So one Vork Rider can easily take care of like 3 Goblin warriors at the same time. He's capturing this, just why not? Avi was also not able to creep, so the plan from Avi seems to be kind of obvious, right? He's creating some crossbowmen for the defense, and the Vork Riders he will be using for the offensive part of the gameplay, because he needs to take care of some of the tunnels. Again, what the Goblin player can do to counter that is to keep one half-throw pikeman inside the tunnel, and whenever the tunnel is being attacked, he can get out, get in again, and then teleport from one location to the other location, kind of to try to shut down the Vork Rider completely. But it requires a lot of APM, action per minute. I think also this map is acquiring much more EPM in compared to a map like Forts of Eisen, for example. All we want is me to win. I don't know, man. But by the way, Smokey, are you able to play later today? Because Sauron is gonna be there very soon against Mustafa. And then when you are around, we can also get your games done. So tomorrow we can have the finals, you know, between the winner of this series against the winner of you versus either Sauron or Mustafa. Would be nice. You are able to? Nice. That's what I like to hear. Okay. There comes the whole ability on the Vork Riders. We should be able to finish this. Microing around, clumping, making sure to focus the building exclusively, and that goes down the tunnel. In the meantime, with a push coming from the middle, Vork Riders, you gotta be watching out against those units. And the Isengard pikemen in the front line and the crossbowmen are the main damage dealers. I mean, you can trample that, I believe. 2 of them can trample all of them, no problem. He wasn't even able to finish this creep, by the way. That's very unfortunate. You want to get the money from it. War Chant being used on all of them. Crossbowman getting level 2, dealing so much damage to the goblins, and they are forced to disengage. In the meantime, a small counterattack with 2 goblin warrior battalion, but the Warrider will be just in time to defend this. I mean, spamming units, of course, is a great choice for the goblins, but again, you know, sending 2 by 2 isn't gonna achieve too much when there are Warriders around. You need at least like 4 or 5 battalions being clumped in one location. This way, even when he goes for a trample, he will get slowed down a lot. And that's the reason why I don't like this half-troll pikemen, you see? You see that? That's exactly the reason why I don't like them. Because even though they are in the middle of the goblin warriors, it doesn't matter. You can still go for a trample. You can completely override them. They are immune to trample, which is, in my opinion, a bad thing. Being immune to trample isn't a good thing. Tunnel is gonna go down. In the meantime, Major Effects was able to creep this. After the first couple of minutes into the game with 8 power points for Avi, he has the chance to go for the devastation when he has 10 power points, 600 command points available in total, and the ring dropped on the Goblin Warriors. On the other side, Goblin player has actually lots of money. Looks like you want to save up for either Dragon Lord or Shelob. Shelob being 3000, definitely a great counter to Walk Riders, and the Isengard player has a lot of them on the field. However, you know, I don't think it's a good thing because he has barely any units on the field. And he keeps losing tunnels left and right. And even though Shelob being a tanky hero, a very powerful hero, remember, one single pikeman is enough to bully her. Sauron time? Nah. I mean, I don't know if he will be able to recruit Sauron for 10,000, you know? Because he's dropping command points like crazy. Look at this. It's going down. And I'm telling you, you know, when you play against goblins, until he will get the chance to recruit some Spider Riders or recruit Shelob, there is literally not too much he can do against cavalry early game. Right? If you watch the Rings of Power, it sucks. Yeah. I'm not a big fan of it either, you know what I mean? It just goes so slow too. Tainted Land from the Isengard player. He was going for the Tainted Land, which gives you, of course, a buff. And also, at the same time, it gives you the pillage. So every time you kill enemy units, you will get money from it. But remember, it's not a good shot. Nah, never mind. Never mind. It's the Tainted Land from the Goblin faction. Because Isengard went for the devastation. He has 825 command points now. He was recruiting Lurtz. I'm expecting a hero very soon. Where is the hero that comes to Shelob for 2500? Hey, Nikki Funk in the chat. Nikki, long time no see. How you doing? Always a pleasure to see you. How have you been? You know, how was your summertime? I hope the match is going well. Yeah, it is actually going well. We have started with this match a couple of hours ago. Then Major Effects had to leave because he lost the electricity, unfortunately. Now he's back, we are able to continue. As you can see, the score is 2-1 in favor of Major Effects against ROTWK. And that's the game number 4. It's a best of 5, so if Major Effects wins that, he will be moving to the finals of the tournament. Okay, Shelob is doing her thing. Quite beefy hero, 5250 HP, so pretty tanky. But look at the minimap in the meantime. You see the furnaces all over the place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 furnaces only on the left side. Beautiful trample. Borg Riders definitely MVP this game. Ave is kind of slaughtering everything. And again, you can just go through them. It doesn't hurt you. Which kind of negates all the purpose, you know, of the Borg, of the pikemen. Because remember, that's not like their secondary option. That's legit the only pikemen they can recruit. They have no goblin spearman or something. That's not existing, you know. Always good to see you, Shanks. Summer was good. Lots of gardening. Oh, gardening is nice, you know. Especially when you have a sexy gardener, right, Nikki? I'm joking. I'm joking. Shelob, level 4. I mean, she's great against War Riders. You will see what I mean very soon. And she's able to attack them. She has also splash damage. She can hit multiple, you see, like she hit like 2 of them at the same time. Level 4 has the Instill Terror on cooldown. Level 5 gives you the chance to dig a tunnel. And level 7 for the Poison Stinger, which chunks heroes a lot. And there is Lord somewhere on the map. It's not wise to fight against pikemen, but that's the only pikeman Isengard literally has. So now she can just trample. Yeah, trample, trample, trample. And the good thing about Shelob is she can also go over the mountain like that, for example, you know? On some maps, she can just go on the river, she doesn't care. But the Siege Works is coming up now. And the question is, will Isengard go for the Rams or will he try to go Shelob? She tunneled. She tunneled and get away. Nice, beautiful. Will he go for the Rams or will he go for the Ballista? Map control is very important, and we can agree that Isengard is doing a much better job in this game in terms of map controlling in compared to the Goblin player and Measure of X. I mean, there is literally zero pressure on him. Lourdes has been revived. Okay, I didn't even see that Lourdes got killed. My bad. Hey, Mr. Balin, welcome. BFME 1 pikes even hurts from back, right? Yeah, I mean, BFME 1 pikes are also different in compared to Rise of the Witch King pikes. In BFME, you need to put the porcupine formation in order to deal bonus damage to cavalry. If you don't have porcupine formation, your units are gonna get knocked down on the ground and you will even receive damage. So it's much more micro-intense game. Here you put a pikeman in one location, even in the normal formation, if they trample your pikeman, they will receive quite crazy amount of damage. Hey, Beyond Standards, I wanted to know if you work on the patch 2.2 for the Evil campaign. We are planning to do that, Guildford, but we have not started it yet, you know? It will definitely take some time, hopefully until Christmas time. The Evil campaign is also going to be released and finished. I mean, basically making the Evil campaign shouldn't be as hard as making the Good campaign, because most of the major missions are about defending. So basically when you just put a little bit more units on top of the wall of Minas Tirith or Helm's Deep, it's gonna be already much more difficult, but we wanna make it a little bit more special. So it's gonna be time consuming, a lot of testing is required before we release it. So realistically speaking, it should be released around Christmas time. Looking in like 2 months from now. Thank you, Guildford, for the first time subbing with the primers. Really means a lot. Thank you, my friend.
Guildford7 just subscribed. Welcome to Beyond Standards crew.
Thank you very much, appreciate it. I mean, I'm not doing the campaign myself, by the way. I'm not even doing the patch 2.22 myself. It's like we have like a couple of people, of course, like a couple of team members. We are like actively 3 of us who are working on it. One is doing coding, the other one is making maps and, you know, scripting the missions. So it's like a teamwork. In order to make it kind of fast or reliable, you need more than one person. Evil campaign, Shanks reforged. Devastation has been used. Lourdes in a good spot, level 3. It's hard to get to him in between the crossbowmen. And that's dominance, boys. Look at the minimap. That's some domination going on right there. That's some domination going on right there, because the differential in command points is huge. 300 to 1000. Like, that's unlike the games we have seen, the other 3 games we have seen today. This is complete domination. But we know Measure of X. He's gonna wait until the very end. I don't know if do you think he has 10,000? No way, right? I didn't pay attention to his money for a long time, but I don't see him having 10,000. I don't see him getting Sauron anytime soon out of the fortress. Imagine him getting Sauron off the fortress, and that would be one of the greatest comebacks of all time. Insta terror will be used. Shelob is very, very badly damaged, but Lourdes is doing it. Nice. He didn't have money. He didn't have money at all. It's only 1000. Shelob is going down. Everything is falling apart. And goblins are going down to Goblin Town. And Measure of X has been defeated. We have the blue Man of the West player Ave versus the red Mordor player Measure of X. So that's what I like to call El Clasico. Good versus evil. And just like in the films, you know, just like in the movies.
Let's get this thing moving.
Let's get this thing moving. I know this can be your first change. Who's the best faction? What is the best faction and why? It's hard to see that this one is the best faction. But when you ask my personal opinion, which faction you should be playing first, if you want to kind of improve your gameplay, I believe you cannot do anything wrong by starting with the Elven faction. Elven faction is by far the easiest faction. It's pretty much straightforward. You have 2 production buildings, I mean with end mode 3, but realistically you need only 2 of them, barracks and steeple. Your barracks providing you every single unit you would need to win the game. from normal archers to elite archers to half hero archers, and you basically make a couple of pikemen to protect your archers, you make spam archers to win the fights, and then you just make ends to siege your opponent. That's pretty much it. So no complex playstyle. And when you play goblins and dwarves, it's a bit more complex. It's about macro management. You need to kind of expand with your, you know, tunnels and mineshafts to teleport from one location to another location. But with elves, you can just be in one location, push forward, you crush every army with your archers, you know, and then just siege them with the ends. Hey Dion, welcome back. Is stream lagging or it's me? I don't know, guys. Is the stream lagging? Hey Falcon, I used to play as man all the time. When I was like 15, I was scared to be anyone else. Yeah, me too. I couldn't play Mordor. Ash CSGO with the primers for 4 months. Ash, thank you very much.
Ash CSGO just resubscribed for 4 months. Ahoy.
Thank you very much. I mean, when it's lagging, all you gotta do is just, you know, press F5 on your browser and refresh the website. The fire is damaging. I mean, these units are now very, very strong with the pillage and the fire bombs. Hit like a truck. Creeping for ROTWK, Measure of X, spamming more and more Corsairs. I mean, I believe the Mordor faction got the most changes in this game. And Gulliver 1990 with the resub for 12 months. Thank you very much, my friend.
Gulliver 1990 just resubscribed for 12 months. Ahoy. Hello Shanks, glad to see you stream again.
Thank you very much, my friends. Thanks for 1 year now, by the way. Appreciate it. Yeah, the tournaments are quite helpful, you know, to get the streams going and then to schedule them. It's kind of frustrating from time to time because people, when they don't have a tournament match, they play like 25 games in a day. But when they have a tournament game, they play like 3 games and they're like, I'm done for today. It's getting frustrating, but I also enjoy the competition a lot, you know. That's, I mean, I'm a competitive person. Like, I'm also in real life like that. I've always more interest to something when there is a little bit competition in it. And obviously the games got abandoned. There is zero potential of competition creation from EA games, of course. So we gotta take it in our own hands. I mean, obviously it's not like the, you know, it's not gonna be life-changing amount of money, 50 bucks. But I always see it this way. I always think like, you play your favorite game and you have the chance to win some money out of that. You are being watched by hundreds of people and you can show your quality, you know. Trampling into the Corsairs. The Easterlings are not on the field yet. But in the meantime, the soldiers are also being trampled by the Haradrim Lancers.
This is the way.
Okay. I mean, Mordor is kind of doing not too bad, but I think you need to do a little bit better. The man is expanding from both the sides. And Gondonites, I mean, Ave spams those units all the time, by the way. He's spamming the Gondonites now. He will have 2 on the field for now. And Mordor needs to kind of counter that. Even though Mordor has like definitely way easier ways to counter cavalry, Mordor is one of the factions who shouldn't struggle against cavalry at all, because you can literally recruit the Mouth of Sauron, who is a very cheap counter to mounted units, in this case the Gondonites, or you can just go for the Felbeast for 3000 in the Gondonites. They cannot play the game anymore, you know. Savan, thanks for the follow, appreciate that. Elrond's best hero. Elrond, I would say Elrond is one of the underrated heroes in the game, definitely. But in an individual...
I will represent the men of Gondor.
Ali, thanks for the follow. When you take it individually, he's not the strongest hero in terms of combat stats. He's very agile, he's very fast. He has the heal Farsight to give you support and heal allied heroes. And definitely one of the heroes you want to have as your secondary hero. For example, you have like a crazy strong hero in your team. Like, for example, I don't know, like, let's say you have like Haldir, level 8. Then you have the restoration from Elrond. It's kind of busted. You can use Golden Arrow, you can use restoration, and all the power points, all the abilities from your heroes nearby are gonna be resetted. So you can use it twice, you know, you can use 2 Taunt of Vengeance, 2 Golden Arrow, 2 Arrow Volley. Mordor is pushing from every single location. Gondonites are forced to disengage. And no archer range yet, but it's coming up. I don't know, man. More like Measure of X is doing good this game. Trample. Heal has been used. Mordor went for Eye, 2 power points after Eye and War Chant. And men have also 2 power points after Heal and Rallying Call. May is doing good. Command points, it's, you know, it's kind of evenish, 550 to 600, but, you know, obviously, as you can see, Avi is the one who is defending, and Mordor is the one who is pushing. Radrim Palace level 2, no Orc Pit required. Mordor got evolved. I mean, Mordor was one of the factions which was already strong in the late game, but had like a weaker early game. Not, I mean, not by all means super weak, it was just a bit weaker. Now giving Mordor the Tavern and the chance to start with Corsairs at the beginning of the game kind of makes Mordor also strong in the early game, you know? This one is going to be taken down. Mordor is taking over the map. We'll be able to find this farm getting demolished immediately. This one is not getting demolished. And it looks like the men faction kind of struggling. And what is the play here? Maybe you want to get Rangers. Yes, Irma for the Gondor Knights to spot them. No pikemen around. Oh my, but there are some pikemen. Now don't trample into them. I mean, he has 2 of them, but they are badly damaged. He needs well. And maybe one more well to speed up the healing progress a little bit. Mordor is building also slaughterhouses in some random places, which is
I will represent the men of Gondor.
Gronka, thanks for the follow, appreciate that. Looks like Avi is going easy on him. I don't know, man, if it's easy on him, Ghostboy. It's 2-2, you know? That's not one of the games you should be going easy on your opponent if you want to make it to the finals. Are you still in Germany, Ghostboy? Okay, a huge army, by the way. Huge army from Mordor. Rallying Call has been used. 2 archers behind. Oh, be careful, Irma. You hope that they don't step you in your horse. Bad trample. You got slowed down. Double buff for Mordor too, by the way. Tainted Land plus the Eye of Sauron. Does he have enough for industry? No, he went for the War Chant too. So he has all the 5 power points unlocked from the spare book. It looks like the Gondor player will be able to win this fight. But in the meantime, there is a counter push coming from level 3 Easterlings. And he has 0 defense around this area. The farm is going to be taken down. We have a first hero that's going to be Mouth of Sauron. And that's what I was talking about. He's going to be a great counter to the Gondor Knights. And he's way stronger than Eomer is. So Eomer cannot fight against him. He was also capturing this one. And also these units are actually kind of crazy. Like, when you would ask me which unit you think is going to be the most underrated unit in the game, I would say Haradrim Spearman, you know? They cost 300 each, they are not very cheap, but they are range countering the cavalry. That's kind of crazy. 6 power points, 650 command points, and we have 525 command points and 8 power points for men. So, PowerPoint department is being won by Mordor so far. He's very close to get to the 10, which will give him plenty of options, right? He can go for, I don't know, like Barricade or Industry. Barricade is also pretty nice, actually. Also very underrated, because it has like a really low cooldown. You can spam that thing, you know? You can use it defensively, there, and all of a sudden, in a few minutes, you have like 5 barricades around your fortress to defend yourself. May slightly winning? Yeah, definitely. May's ahead in this game, and not even slightly. This is a mistake, man. He's riding through the Spearman of Easterlings, feeding power points left and right. He has used Rebuild to save this level 2 farm, but he might still lose it. Look at this damage from the pikemen, man. What is this damage from Easterlings against the level 2 farm? Holy moly, they are melting it. Industry has been unlocked. 650 command points versus 550. Under command point differential, the farm is going to be taken down. Eomer is sitting level 5. Can turn and use Spear Throw, but I've never seen people using Spear Throw. Like, it is really a low cooldown, and it's like a splash damage too. You can always, you know, use it on cooldown. Mordor is spamming units everywhere. He's getting also some Haradrim Spearmen around this side. The Easterlings are going to be able to heal up to full HP very soon. Corsairs are being... I mean, so the thing about Corsairs is not only about their damage output, but they're also surprisingly tanky, you know? Mouth of Sauron being almost level 4 is going to unlock the Doubt ability. The farm will be found and taken down by the Orcs. He has finally some Orc pits upon the field. Industry on the best protected slaughterhouse. And I don't know if he can commit on that one with like damaged Gondor Knights. I don't think so. There's a Siege Works coming up for Mordor. He might try to go for Black Riders with level 3, or just go for Catapults and go for the Siege. There's a couple of options. And that would be, I mean, I didn't expect such a performance from ROTWK. I mean, don't get me wrong, ROTWK is not a bad player by all means, but Ave was just, you know, always like a couple of steps ahead. But holy moly, man. Riding call is available. Finally good to see a stream on time. I'm free. Great match so far. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. And also glad to see you around in the chat. Really means a lot. 400 command points only for man. And 700 for Mordor. Oh, be careful! Malfosaur! How is he not dead yet? He's gonna die now. Overkill. Level 6. Okay, that's kind of hinting a little bit. Not gonna lie. It should not be done. You forgot that made 80 chicken burger. Yeah, true. Just tell the money price. Looking forward for Ave salt. I mean, last game he was quite salty. The other game, I mean, on the map Sakura Forest, he was flaming the map a lot. Hotkeys are more simple on BFME too. I just saw W on Irma's spear. I mean, hotkeys doesn't really matter though. You can create your own hotkeys. When you say, nah, I want to have on Irma's spear S, for example, you can literally manually change that. It's pretty easy to do that too. It's not very difficult. So you can have like your own set of commands. Of course you can change in BFME 1 too. Yeah, you can do that too. You can actually send a message in general chat and I can link you a website which kind of makes it very simple for you to change, and then all you gotta do is implement this into your game direction, and you can still play multiplayer with anybody else. They don't have to have the same hotkeys like you. But as far as I know, almost every single one of the people who are playing these games online have their custom hotkeys. I mean, he's trying to put pressure a little bit. He went for the Lone Tower Summon too, but he's struggling. He killed his units with the long shot. Rangers now, 2 of them in the field, but he needs some pikemen to protect them too. I mean, so far he's being behind, really behind, right? And all he can try to do is just buy time by putting a lot of pressure with the Gondor Knights. He will be able to destroy the level 2 slaughterhouse. It's pretty nice. It means minus 75 command points in the Mordor command points. He's also command points capped now, but he's gonna unwillingly save money. This industry buffed level 3 slaughterhouse is making so much money for ROTWK. He has a level 3 siege works now. He has already Black Riders on the field, I take it back. And it's very hard for you to deal with that, right? Because your Gondor Knights, even with Irma leadership, they are no match for the Black Riders. And not even your Spearman of Rohan can deal with that. So you need Tower Guards if you want to compete against that. And the only successful way to deal... Oh, don't die. You are important. You are the one who's making the most money. Oh, that's a great move. This is level 3. That's gonna hurt Mordor even a lot. It means minus 100 command points for Mordor. He's gonna be command points capped once again. Boom, 625. But Mordor is going for a counterattack. The Black Riders are very strong, super tanky, and there is like almost no punishment because you can ride with them into the Rohan Spearman and you don't die because they are so tanky. Rangers are bullying, but you need Tower Guards. There comes the first battalion, 15 power points. He might go for the Worm. Worm is gonna be insanely strong here. You can kill the Archer range level 2, you can kill the Steeple level 1, you can kill the Barracks level 2 as well. He has the Wandering under his control. Tower Guards are hurting though, they are the elite Spearman of Rohan, Gondor I mean. There comes the Worm, and two-shotting the Steeple just like that. You cannot kill it, by the way. I mean, you can of course, but it's gonna take you so much time. Just ignore it. Sometimes the summons are kind of busted. And that's the reason why BFME games are so snowbally games, because the power points are so incredibly impactful in these games, They are game changing and game winning. The Worm is one of them. The amount of damage he can deal, it's kind of crazy. Like, that's a level 2 production building, by the way, and it's getting almost two-shotted. Almost two-shotted. Builder is getting bullied by the Black Riders and will go down. The tower will be in safe place for now. The Gondor Knights are returning to the White City, but there won't be a White City anytime soon. And Mordor is rolling over Gondor. Unlike in the films. Unlike in the films. Look at the minimap. He has even the upgrade on the fortress to make it tanky just for the worst case scenario. He will get the butt battering ram, just why not? Knocking down the tree on the ground, showing pure, pure dominance. And man is doomed. As Elrond would like to say, men are weak. There will be no down for man, as Saruman would like to say. Bad map again. Alright. Again, that's a very important win, because whoever wins that is gonna be in the finals. That means you have at least secured yourself a third spot. Even if you lose the finals, and even if you lose the finals of the losers bracket, you have like multiple chances to win it. Which is pretty good, I mean, everyone can still win the game. It's a double elimination tournament. It means Avi won't be out. Avi will just drop down to losers bracket if he loses that one. And he can still work his way up to the grand finals. It's still possible. Trampling the Corsairs on the ground. But you see, that's what I'm talking about. You see how tanky they are? Like, they seem to, I can't even talk. They seem to be so tanky. That's what I want to say. Turkey lost to Lebanon as they lost to Faroe Islands in UFA. I mean, they are one of the reasons why I stopped watching football. You know what I mean? It's disgusting. I'm not too much into football, but when I watch football and when I think about how much money those people are getting for playing the game, and they just stop running, behind the ball. You need to work 90 minutes a week, dude. Just run for your life. And when you see a player who gets like millions of dollars a year, millions, and he just randomly stops running, stops trying in a game, it triggers me so much. I cannot stand this. I cannot watch that. I mean, even though when there are trainings, they are not working 40. Let's say they are working 40 hours a week. Okay, let's assume that. But still, you know what I mean? Like, that doesn't, you make more in a year than most people are making in their lives. So when it comes to perform, when it's the only 90 minutes which counts in a week, then I'm expecting you to run for your life. You understand? You need to run for your life. The Black Riders are fighting. He was using the Cloud Break to stun them, but they are so tanky. They will eventually get killed, but he can still disengage from that. They are too tanky, dude, the Black Riders. Rangers are the only ones who are putting enough pressure. Just put them inside the jeans. Yeah, put them inside the jeans, but he's body blocking. Can he not put them inside the jeans like that? No, he can't. He has no ranges inside this one, though. Some ranges would be amazing. Then he could also easily protect this. Pikemen, they are not even trying to destroy this one. And there is the one rank. I see a potential of Sauron from Measure of X, because he has to be so rich, right? 4 power points after the Worm, Industry, Arrow Volley, Eye of Sauron, Warchant, and Tainted Land. 775 command points. On the other side, we have 600 command points available for Avehave, the man of the best selection player. He has 5 power points in the bank after the Lone Tower, Rallying Call, Rebuild, Heal, and the Cloud Break. The farm is gonna be saved for now, but also Mordred has control around the bottom right side, which is not good. Do you have a link on Discord, YouTube, to change hotkeys? I have it in Discord somewhere, but I need to find it. I can link it to you later on. Just type something in the general chat, and maybe Luca can send it to you as well. I need to find it though. But I'm sure I have a link, definitely. I don't know where I have put the link, but I have the link about how to change the hotkeys. And it's pretty much self-explaining, so it's not very hard, you know. Plus 50 for killing one Black Rider, but they are not hard, they are not easy to be killed. The Felbeast is doing a phenomenal job. Mouth of Sauron stabbing those ranges from behind. Tower Guard is coming, but Mouth of Sauron is gonna just run for his life. In the meantime, some Easterlings, a lot of Easterlings actually. There comes the long shot, boom, and almost every single one of them got killed. He was able to save 2 battalions of Gondor Knights. Remember, he has no more stable, so losing this 2 would mean no more Gondor Knights anytime soon. Tower Guards are literally inting into the Felbeast Camule, who's getting level 2, and nobody cares about the 1 rank. Okay, so, but this game isn't over yet. But what Ave might need actually is the marketplace to make a bit more money, you know? But again, PowerPoint department is looking much better for Mordor, because the thing about the Cloudbreak is it's not as important or as impactful as the Awakened Worm. The Worm can deal single-handedly a lot of economical damage to any player, but Cloudbreak is only good when you have like a follow-up. We get more catapults on the field. Black Riders are healing up to full HP, level 3 now. Level 5 unlocks the Screech, or level 7 unlocks the Screech. The builder from Avi, what is Avi doing? He's gonna build a wall hub just in time. It's not the biggest map in the world, by the way, but that's what happens if you give Mordor too much time. Catapult is being protected. It's hard for the rangers to deal damage to it without fire arrows, so you need to kind of go for a long shot, but you can't when you are only level 1. We have also Eowyn up on the field. Beautiful shot with the catapult. Warchan is coming in clutch. Tower guards are being tanky. Warchan for double buff. Again, you need to be level 2 for the long shot. And for that reason, maybe you need to recruit something like a Theoden, for example. Eowyn, Elma, the siblings of Rohan, are on the hunt. They are looking to hunt down this Mouth of Sauron. Does he have rebuild? Yep, but it's on cooldown. 10 power points after the Cloudbreak. And we have 14 power points after the Worm. So Mordor is going to be a little bit sooner to the 25 power point, which can be, for example, Rain of Fire, which is very powerful. Level 3. Catapult is tanky. Tower Guards needs a lot of time to actually kill him. Kill it, destroy it. Beautiful trample. 1 trample to rule them all. The catapult is still remaining on the field. The siege will continue. And the builder is in trouble. Not the builder. Run. Yabba dabba doo. He's gonna get in safety. Barely. There are units inside. You can see the damage output from the rangers inside. They are actually hitting like a truck. But the catapult is gonna outrange you. The Nazgul is face tanking this. No problem. He missed the shot on the tower, by the way. Trample them all. I don't know about how much damage Eowyn will deal. I think Eowyn deals more damage to the Fell Beast when, I mean, to Camule when he's on a Fell Beast than when he's on the foot. Okay. It's because the tower moved. Yeah, he dodged it. He's like Neo in from the Matrix. The builder has the 1 rank. Uh-oh, Yabba Dabba Doo in. How much money does Mordor have? Oh, I can see a potential here. I can see him trying to go for the big boy, for the Dark Lord Sauron himself. It would be kind of epic in this match between good and evil. And the man player went for the Rohirrim special summon. Now the Rohirrim special summon, when we are really here, what it's gonna achieve? I don't think it's gonna do too much. First of all, the fortress has upgrades, and your only bet is to destroy the fortress, which you literally can't. And there is a Fell Beast on the field. Remember, the Fell Beast can literally mess your Rohirrim up. And there is a Mouth of Sauron who can doubt you. There are a lot of pikemen around the fortress, so I don't think you can achieve anything with that. 19 power points, full command points, full population. He has to unwillingly save money now, and he will eventually have enough for the Dark Lord Sauron himself. For 10,000, you are able to recruit one of the, I mean not one of the most powerful being in Middle-earth. Oh, that's a beautiful combination of long shot. You see what he did, guys? That's, you see what he did? He put Eowyn on the area of the long shot, of the arrow volley, and she gained experience out of that. That's something you can also do. Is he gonna commit on the fortress? The Worm is available too. He might use the Worm to kill the level 2 farms and stuff. Oh, he's gonna build just a lot of expansions. He has so much money, he can do whatever he wants. Trampling into the pikeman, which is not a very smart idea. Should be trying to kill this level 3 one, but it's hard. Look at the layout, it's so difficult for him to achieve anything. It's like a labyrinth, you know what I mean? Like, he's getting body blocked here, here, here. There are just too many units on the field. And yeah, like, quality versus quantity. There are some exceptions to the rule as for the Black Riders who are causing lots of problems. And they are being so tanky too, it's hard for him to kill them. The Worm, he will have 25. He will have 25 very, very soon. 850 command points versus 800 command points. Man has most of the command points around this area. So he's kind of, in a very tiny area. So that's all the region he's controlling from the entire map. Mordor has units everywhere. Here, for example. But most of it is also around this side. So 1 earthquake. Dudes, I'm telling you, if he manages to get to 25 and he uses earthquake right here on the spot, He can kill this, all of them at the same time. It would be kind of crazy. That would be actually very possible comeback potential. Parami is also on the field. Level 2 is required for the warning arrow. The Falbies shouldn't be too scared. He can always get mounted and get away. Why are they scared though? They didn't even use Screech. Spears. Eoma, be careful. Do not fight against Easterlings. This guy is spamming pikemen like crazy, by the way, in this game. The towers are falling into darkness. And Mordor is having now the Rain of Fire. He summoned the Worm too, to kill some of the farms. And with the Rain of Fire, he has legit the chance to go for the fortress. The fortress is squishy, so you can definitely take it down. His level 5 Condor Knights. Longshot has been missed. Too many Easterlings up on the field. And man is still so far away from the 25. So far away from the 25. The Rangers are running into the Worm, who's gonna be repositioned once again. And Mordor is waiting patiently for the opportunity to use the Rain of Fire. Level 5 Mouth of Sauron. Smite being used, not even one-shotting one of the Black Riders. And now they will just turn on her, and Eowyn, the Shield Maiden of Rohan, she can scream all she wants, I am no man. But these guys don't care, because now it's time for them. Oh, is she gonna get killed to the poison? No. Let them be. Oh, but the Rain of Fire! Boom! She just wanted to make sure to die next to her brother. You know, Eoma and Eowyn getting killed at the same time. The army is getting slaughtered. Actually, Eowyn survived, but Eoma died. What? Eowyn survived, but Eoma died. Alright. Okay, she's like, I cannot live without my brother, and running into the Easterlings. 14 power points in the bank. Rallying call on this little tower guard battalion. And Ave, I have to say it, he's getting smoked. He's getting smoked. Of course, there comes the Witch King of Mordor. Even though I was expecting Sauron, but it's not gonna be the case. The final push, he has rebuilt, I believe. Yeah, he has rebuilt, he can try to save it. There are some more ranges coming, Witch King has to be a little bit careful. Level 5 Black Riders. And yeah, so tanky, so strong. He can even take down the tower. Look, the tower doesn't cause problems at all. When they turn on it... Oh damn, dude, Firebird killing machine, you just made me believe that there's a Sauron coming out of the fortress. The second I heard this, the Nazgul, blah blah blah, I was like, okay, dude, he went for Sauron. Because that's what he says, you know, build me an army worthy of Mordor when he joins. Oh man, he went also for the other Fell Beast. Why would you recruit Fell Beast that much? Just go for the big boy, man. Go now. Even if Abe wins, he would be getting smoked.
Fool! No man can kill me.
Look at them, boys. Look at this. Put the boss music here. Like Darth Vader music. I'm your father, Luke. Look at this, Witch King, boys. Welcome to the Champion Spotlight, featuring Witch King, the leader of the night.
Against the power of Mordor, there can be no victory.
Against the power of Mordor, there can be no victory indeed. Saruman, a wise man. He has 4 abilities. When you press Q, you can toggle your weapon. With his ultimate, he can fly. Okay, there comes the long shot. Witch King. Look at the minimap, boys. I mean, like, I would say, you know, the Earthquake can do some shenanigans. But even when you Earthquake that, he has just too much money at this point. Just too big, you know. Like, he has 2 Fell Beasts, including one of them, I mean 3 Fell Beasts, one of them being the Witch King. He has Mouth of Sauron, level almost 6. He has level 5 Black Riders. All of that only would be enough, but in addition to that, he has Easterlings, Orcs, barricades everywhere, crazy eco income, catapult spam. So strong. May can lose after good AOD summon. Yeah, but what can AOD do? What can AOD do? That's the question, you know? What can AOD do? Because the second you summon AOD, they can just get mounted on the flying heroes. Like, they are flying heroes. 3 of them. including Witch King. They can just get mounted on the Falbies, and the AOD cannot target them, right? There comes the Cloud Break. He will be able to look there. Even, yeah, you see, that's the dangerous part, because now they are level 5 and they are immune to be stunned. This Black Riders, that's actually very strong now. Drunken Smurf, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. Earthquake, yeah, I think AOD would not be the best choice. Here would be Earthquake the better choice. So you summon Earthquake here, then you go with the Rohirrim, but Rohirrim are on cooldown for the next 1.5 minutes.
I will represent the men of Gondor.
Ferinis, thanks for the follow, appreciate it.
For Gondor!
Maybe that's gonna be the motivation.
For Gondor!
Maybe that's gonna be the motivation Avi needed. The cheerleader effect. May has around about 3,000 in the bank, because he keeps spamming catapults all the time and he keeps losing them all the time, you know? And 25 power points unlocked, boys. Oh.
I will represent the men of Gondor.
Oh, boss, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. Okay, let's see, boys. Let's see. The Witch King is coming in clutch, has the weapon, the mace in his hands with the splash, hitting like a truck. Look at them. Shoo! Make them fly. And he went for the AOD. Will he use it here to kill them? If he can kill with the AOD the Witch King, the Morgomi and the Black Riders, it could be nice, because the AOD will grant... Okay, but he's gonna get dismounted on his... Look, he's gonna get... Look. Oh, he killed him midair! Kill! You could have done it! You could have done it, man! He killed him while he was getting on the Falbies, you know, like in the last possible second. Actually, AOD bursted him, man. What? Like, he was full HP. He got like 100 to 0 in like 1 second. Kinda crazy. And wait, 100 thanks for the follow, by the way. Appreciate it. Alright, beautiful trampoline coming. 625 command points for man. And 1000 command points for Mordor still. Mordor has the money to revive all the heroes he just lost. And he actually lost only 2 heroes. He lost 1 Fell Beast and the Witch King. That's all he lost. Actually, Black Riders too, but yeah, doesn't really matter, because he has enough money to do all of that stuff. Now the question is, will he get Sauron, or will he try to revive his Witch King and his, you know, fallen Morgomir? That's the big question. Beautiful trample. I mean, he's holding himself somehow. 14 power points in the bank. Mouth of Sauron is recovering. Camille has been killed. Morgomir is still alive. And you know what the true question is, can you somehow find a magical way to kill Sauron if and when Sauron joins the battlefield? That's the question. Like, can Aragorn, for example, kill Sauron with level 2 Blade Master, you know? Because from all the heroes, the only one who should be able to kill him is actually... he just went for Gothmog. Is actually Aragorn, you know? Maybe Gandalf can do that too, but realistically speaking, it's the Sauron is just too tanky. Boom. One-shotting the full battalion, basically. Went for the barrage. Can be used against units and heroes at the same time. In buildings. The Worm barrage combination can also be quite deadly, though. We will find out. The man player is kind of poor. He's playing always like on low amount of money. I've never seen him getting over 1,000 at some point. Now it's a cool game. We will... I mean, I'm expecting Sauron, by the way. I'm expecting Sauron. Imagine Sakura Forest. The barrage is being used on the enemy units, which doesn't kill too many units. It's a 15 power point investment that comes to Rohirrim summon. Let's see the investment of the Man of the West player. Can he achieve something with that? He's gonna aim to kill the catapults first.
I will represent the Men of Gondor.
Which again is smart, because again they cost so much money. They cost 600 each. And trust me, the man player actually end up killing like 20 catapults in this game. And when you count it all together, it's like what, 12,000 resources. Like 10 of them cost you 6,000 legit, you know. Like for 15 catapults you can get Sauron on the field. And he definitely lost more than 15 catapults in this game. Black Riders are back on the menu. Mordor, I'm not sure that if Sauron is coming, maybe not yet. He has 3,000. The level 2-1 is going to be destroyed by Elma. And his horse is Elma level 10. Unfortunately, it doesn't really matter anything because he's not a skilling hero. Witch King is also back on the menu. So he never bothered recruiting Sauron in the first place. The Rohirrim from the summon, they also couldn't achieve too much. I mean, they killed some catapults and some slaughterhouses, but nothing game-changing really. And keep in mind that the worms, the Rain of Fire is going to be way soon available. The worm is doing a good job, by the way. The Rain of Fire is going to be way soon available than the AOD. However, as you can see, the man player was able to collect 20 power points, 20, after the after the AOD. So he's 5 power points away from his 25, which is gonna be Earthquake. And look at this layout. I'm telling you guys, Earthquake right on the spot. You can kill the level 3 Siege Warwicks, the Tyrant level 2, the level 3 Slaughterhouse, and this to Haradrim Palace at the same time. If something should get you back into the game, this has to be it. Elma is gonna die for the first time in this game to the Easterlings. Witch King is being just too tanky. Oh! Hold on, dude, guys, we have seen today that Eowyn smited the Witch King of Angmar. I'm telling you, she did no damage to the Witch King of Angmar, no damage. But this Witch King, she's chunking. What? He lost like 35% of his HP to one smite. And the Witch King of Angmar was just laughing. 10% damage he took, maximum. Level 6. Cloudbreak is available. Cloudbreak is now good to stun the Black Riders because they were level 5 before, but now they are only level 1. Here, you can maybe stun them with the Cloudbreak, but how you want to finish them off, that's the big question. He's coming now from the bottom side too with Gothmog, Freddy Krueger. Level 1 farm is going to be taken down. Cloudbreak is available. The stable coming up after a very long time because he needs some support. Eowyn being level 5, Elma has to be recruited, revived. Very important because he's making you a lot of money with the outlaw leadership. 650 command points for man and still 1000 command points for Mordor. It's a huge gap in the command points in money department. You can also see at the end of the game the statistics to understand how much more money Mordor had in compared to Men of the West throughout the entire game. Look out! Witch King level almost 4. The Morgul corruption is going to be unlocked by then. Okay. So I believe he's just waiting for the Rain of Fire. Just waiting for it, and with the Rain of Fire he will just commit fully on the fortress. Full commitment on the fortress. That's going to be the plan. Yoma is back on the field. There is no point of stunning them at this point, because you have no damage to kill them with Eoma and your Gondor Knights. You will need ages to kill them. Tower Guard, you see there's like a uncontrollable fear. They stop fighting from time to time because they are feared. They are kind of scared, you know? I want to take a look into the power points from the man player though. Because he's closer to 25 than Mordor is. Use Cloudbreak. Oh, he lost to level 2. Stun. Now is the perfect time to stun them. Stun them with the Cloudbreak. And you will get power points from it. He's not gonna do it? No. Okay, the House of Healing around the fortress. 25 power points, boys. Okay, I want to see this actually, because Eye of Sauron is going to be used. So we want to get vision around this area. And he's going to rotate from the middle now with 3 catapults. And that might be the final push to get the victory in this game. Again, he has Earthquake, which doesn't deal too much damage to units, but it slaughters buildings. So he should be going for it, right? What else you want to choose? That's the question. Rallying Call has been used. Again, catapults are just literally inting, giving a lot of power points to the Man of the West player. Mordor has 4,000 in the bank. He had a lot of time and also the money to recruit Sauron, but he never tried to do that. 3 heroes to rule them all. I don't think you have the damage to kill them. But is he gonna go for the big play? Yeah, he went for the Earthquake! You see, that's what I'm talking about. You see the chunking damage. He literally lost all the production buildings, all the Orc Pit, Haradrim Palace, Tavern, level 3 Siege Warwicks, level 3 Slaughterhouse, all of them. That's what he's supposed to do, you know. That's what hurts. That's what hurts. There comes the Cloudbreak. The Gothmog, I believe, is not level 5 yet. That's why the Cloudbreak is effective. They are trying to finish off this dude. There comes the Arrow Volley from Mordor to save his own units, and the Rain of Fire is available. But remember, all the catapults got killed. The heroes from Mordor are just too tanky. 3 black Nazgûls at the same time. Spear throw, this dude, look, do you see Elma's spear is literally dealing no damage to the Black Riders. The tower has been taken down, 22 power points in the back. Yes, he's very close to 25 too, which gives him the chance to summon the Balrog. So Balrog and Rain of Fire combination, literally, it's gonna lit him up, you know? Faramir is trying to show his quality. Final level 2 needs a lot of time. And the siege will begin again soonish as the Camille is back on the menu. Again, he has 0 production buildings, 0. He cannot produce any more units. And there comes the Rain of Fire. And he did... Hold on, he didn't even use on the fortress. What? Is he gonna try to win without... Evil Eye has been used? Oh, the demon of the ancient world, Eowyn and Eomer, flying across the map. And there comes the Balrog, he's demolishing everything, he's gonna call it GG, and May ShadowX wins the best of 5 in a 3-2 as Balrog is breathing fire in the last scene.